What is going on, everybody? It's Captain Blue Shell coming to you guys today for our very first bush trip, guys. I have been looking forward to this for quite some time, and if you haven't seen my orientation video, it is up for bush trips. But today, our very first bush trip on our own into the wilderness. Super excited, super stoked. Let's go ahead and get right into it. It is going to be Rijeka to Santorini of the beautiful Balkans. And today, guys, we are going to be doing our first leg of the journey out of 16 legs in total. It says a journey to discover the vast open beauty of the Balkans, a sprawling multinational region rich with old world charm and even older world mythology. Glittering coastlines, guys, and evergreen forests, rugged hinterlands and rolling hills, sand-strewn beaches, and crystal blue seas. Sounds pretty darn incredible to me, ladies and gentlemen, and it says assistance on the trip will be available in the form of a back on track button and the VFR map. However, be advised that using this will disable achievements tied to the activity. Very well noted. And we'll go ahead and get our first leg of the journey underway. Stick around, it's Captain Blue Shell.
Well, if it isn't Captain Blue Shell.
And here it is, guys. It kind of shows us the map of everything that we are doing, all the way from Rijeka to Santorini in full. And my goodness, a lot of twists and turns along the way, but we can do it. Hopefully, with our plane, our Cessna, as we are used to. Hopefully the journey will go smooth and absolutely fantastic with some beautiful sights to see. I'm hoping so. Fingers crossed, guys. Here we go, guys, on the runway. We are ready, and I don't know what's going on. There we go, guys. That's a little bit better. I'm just thankful that we actually have a GPS on this one. So let's go ahead, try to get to our plane. There we go. Parking brake. And we'll go ahead and start with the throttle little by little here. Veering off a little bit to the left would be alright. Let's go ahead and just try to get it straightened out. A little bit more speed. There we go. We are at full speed here. I believe that there's going to be some wind picking up here, but we'll try to fight it. There we go. We should be almost be able to be pulling up here. I'm going to go ahead and just pull up a little bit quicker than I probably should have. There we go. Awesome. Absolutely beautiful, guys. Okay, it says co-pilot. Completing a bush trip without using the Get Me Back on Track feature will award an achievement for that particular activity. So we are not going to be pressing that button at all whatsoever. We're just going to go ahead and try to follow our compass. And thankfully, like I said, we have our GPS too as well. Look at this beautiful, serene landscape. And we just started taking off, guys. This is incredible. The Get Me Back on Track feature will show your current position for a short amount of time. So basically, it'll be kind of like a beacon that'll say, hey, you're right here, and you probably need to go this way or that way or the other. So I do kind of know as to where we are going. I'm gonna go ahead and try to be turning that way, and hopefully we can get back on track without using the button of getting back on track. I hope so. I mean, I have like a general idea, thank goodness for the GPS. This is going to be extremely interesting without a GPS. But yeah, guys, I mean, absolutely beautiful, absolutely serene with the landscapes. Look at this. I mean, we just began, but look at everything that we can actually look and see outside of our plane. Absolutely fantastic, guys. So basically, guys, I can see on our GPS about what we need to do. We need to go ahead and cross this little peninsula. I don't know if you guys can actually see it there, but basically we're going to cross this little peninsula and then go down to that gray circle. That's basically going to be our marker for the journey for our first leg. So I'm hoping that everything is going to go smooth, that everything is going to go right. I'm hoping so. And basically probably the hardest task is going to be finding the the runway itself, because these aren't like major airports from what I understand. It's not going to be like, all bunch of lights and like a whole bunch of towers and everything. It is going to be more difficult to find. Kind of have a map over here. It's just the VFR map. So it doesn't show us where we are as of right now. It just kind of shows you kind of the points, the locations in which you should follow You don't have to follow them exactly, though. Some of them are much longer than others, and it looks like this one goes next to an airport itself. So we'll go ahead, we will be trying to land over here to this airport. So, I mean, if you can kind of see on our GPS itself, we're going to try to kind of match it up with the VFR map and kind of try to basically make sense of it more. So you see that little piece right there of the island? That's going to be right there. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to be turning off a little bit more here to go ahead and get our heading. I mean, we got off track a little bit there, but at least we know as to where we're going. So basically, I'm going to go ahead and head straight down. So we're going to be basically doing this little maneuver. We're going to be going straight down, and then we'll go ahead and curve over. I mean, we can go ahead and start turning like now to go ahead and cross this. Actually, that might not be a bad idea. And also too, right here, it looks like this is going to be part of that. So we kind of know where we are as long as we can kind of line it up. And then we're going to be trying to look for this little point right here. Right over there on the side of the island. That is going to be basically our marker. To go ahead and do that, I really need to focus on my plane here. So yeah, I mean, I think that we're good and level. We're just gonna have to wait just until we, find that marker, and then we'll go ahead and be going from there. It's very interesting to really not know where you are. It's gonna be very interesting not having our display at all. It's just going to be basically just compass and landscapes, and it's gonna be horrifying. But yeah, guys, I mean, bush trips so far, even though we are just starting out, I think it's a wonderful idea. I think that this is just an absolutely fantastic idea if you're, an adventurer with the adventure spirit, and you just kind of want to, go and test out your navigation abilities to the max. And, like, I'm having a lot of fun already. Like, we just started, we're literally just a couple minutes in, and I would trade the world to do this for as long as I could. I mean, it tests your skills. You get some of the most beautiful, absolutely serene landscapes. Look at this, man. Look at where we are. I mean, look at that scene, guys. I mean, this is just, oh, it's so breathtaking. And you're just out from, most, like, civilization, and you're just, it's just endurance of the human spirit. It truly is beautiful. So this little peninsula coming up, as we see kind of sticking out, so that's going to be right down over there. That's the peninsula that we're actually looking at. That's like sticking out. It's like the little corner of it. And those are the kind of the things that you kind of need to look for, that you need to be searching for, and just kind of to get you, back on track, and to hopefully just get to your destination, as we've talked about before. I do believe that this is our turning point. I want to say that it is, because as you can see, we have that little dip, we have another dip, we have this big old curve here, and it looks like that this is a curve too as well. Yes, so this is going to be our turn to go ahead and start getting into the landmass. And then we'll go ahead and continue on until we hit our very first airport. Hopefully land safely there, and then that way, we can fuel up, everything like that, for our very first lake. I think inland for me is going to be a little bit more difficult, but at least we have like lakes and streams. Like, we have the river that we can follow. We know that the airport is going to be on the left side of the river, so as long as we remember that, we should be okay. Go ahead and start my heading a little bit more over here. There we go, and that way we hopefully won't miss the river no matter what. Hopefully we can see it on our on our screen itself, and hopefully we can just follow that river and go right to the airport itself too. I mean, I can see where bush flights can kind of become a a calm chaotic. You know what I mean? Like it's so serene and beautiful with like nobody here, with just gorgeous sights. But at the same time, you don't want to miss your runways. Like, you don't want to miss your checkpoints, and to get to your destination itself. So it's very serene and it's very relaxing and calm, but at the same time there's so much going in your mind, and just going through, you know, maps, location, you know, airspeed, you know, what do I need to do to land here? Where's the runway? You know, it can be chaotic for a very short time, but most of the time it's pretty relaxing. And there we go. We've got this road here on our map too as well, and then also we have the beginning of a small lake that I could kind of see on our map too as well. We're gonna go ahead and aim for that lake here. It's basically showing me to go ahead and go right over that lake, and then we'll eventually find the river, and basically the airport will be on the left side of the river. So yeah, I mean, it's basically, like I said, just a puzzle. It's all the puzzle pieces coming together that you're putting together slowly but surely. And yeah, I mean, you just basically just sit back, relax, put your legs up, fly a little bit, and just enjoy this beautiful, absolutely serene landscape. And here we go, guys, too. I adjusted the map like a little bit. I kind of zoomed out a little bit more, so that way it's actually kind of lining up with our VFR map. So if you can see, basically the river is a van down by the river. Then we've got the airport right here, so that's basically what we are going to be aiming for our very first leg. So let's go ahead. I'm going to try to get our heading as well as we can. I hope that this goes smooth. I super hope that this goes smooth, and I hope we can get it on our first try. But if we need to go ahead and do a fly around, I mean, we got to do what we got to do. And so yeah, basically what we'll do is that we'll go ahead and just follow this river, this little river out there, if you guys can see, and hopefully into town to an airport. It'll probably be a small airport, I'm guessing, from the location, but I mean, we shouldn't have a problem. All right, here we go, guys. It should be like literally right in front of us. And yeah, basically I'm just gonna go ahead and try to aim it as best as we can. Are we good on this hill? I think we're good on this hill. I hope we're good on this hill. Okay, so there it is. I can kind of see the lights. We are going to be turning in way too dang sharp. Maybe that was the reflection of the water that I had actually seen instead. Let's see if I can actually see where exactly this is, shall we? I think we may have overshot just a little bit. Okay, there. So basically, we should be flying right over it. Let me go ahead and get my my autopilot on here. I don't want to do too much of the autopilot. I think that's kind of cheating, but let me check and see. Yeah, we're coming up on it right now, and we should be over it pretty darn soon here. We should be over it in just like literally 5 seconds. All right, it looks like we're flying over it right now, and yeah. Is that it right there, or is that just another? I don't really know where this actually even is. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I don't think it's just me. I mean, like, I am not seeing anything that resembles a runway whatsoever. So basically, I'm gonna go ahead and do the last ditch effort. I'm gonna go ahead and just put our plane down as close to the marker as I possibly can, I guess, and see if that works out, see how that, you know, just see how it works, I guess. Yeah, I mean, the biggest problem is that there's just absolutely no place to land, like, at all whatsoever. Like, when I say at all whatsoever, I mean at all whatsoever. It looks like we are losing quite a bit of speed. I think I have an idea. Maybe, maybe not. Oh god, I don't want to hit the tree. I don't want to hit the tree. Alright, we gotta set it down. We gotta set it down. We gotta set it down. It's like an emergency landing, but it's like we're supposed to be landing it here. So, I mean, like, my, yeah, my airplane really does not like me right now. I don't know. Oh, is that? What? Are you kidding me? That actually worked? We actually did something that actually worked? Like that? What? Dude, that is freaking trippy. Like, that is absolutely horrifying. Like, in an airplane, to go ahead and just basically ditch as close as you can. Like, I know that they said that you're supposed to land in, like, you know, wilderness areas, right? But I was thinking, like, maybe they would have, like, a dirt, you know, runway or something kind of carved out for you. Maybe, like, a couple of lights if it's dark or something. No. Nothing. I don't know what's up with that, but that makes it even more exciting, and I'm actually looking forward to bush trips even more now. Now that we can just set our plane down as close as we can, I guess, to the target. And that was a lot of fun. We had some beautiful sights, beautiful landscapes. It was very serene and relaxing, except for the last bit. Yeah, but no, thank you guys so much for joining with me, for tuning in, and for the next bush trips, for our next bush adventures, definitely follow, like, subscribe. It's Captain Blue Shell. I'll see you in the next beautiful, scary, but relaxing adventure. I'm out.